So first let's look at slow, quick, slow. All you're doing is marking on your plantas and you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just over and over. And you're not trying to really sound it necessarily. You can, if you want to, accent with more sound, but really it's just a way of marking time. Marcajes are just always a way of reflecting the music, and you're not necessarily trying to be percussive or to have these big high finishes like when you're doing what they call pasos, the different percussive rhythmic steps, okay? So now a simple way of phrasing this simple pattern is just to go same arm and leg, I'm marking. When I step out on my right and left. Using spinal rotation. This is just if I wanted to use the step in place. Okay? Now I could use my arms here and do the same thing basically. They're coming down and down. Okay, so that's a real basic step. You can also use the same step to travel in a circle when you're doing like a little entrada for your patada. So if you're going, it's a nice easy step to use to travel. Okay, so you can cover space very easily. You can go between traveling and then back down into place. So it's a real easy step to do to get from one type of phrasing in marcajes to another without actually having to stop or do some tricky step. You just keep moving your feet. Okay, another basic one in tangos is marking out and back. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2. Another very easy one. 1, 2. Many possibilities. You can go opposition, same position here. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Or I could do what I was doing earlier here. Moving through ninth, for example. What you want to learn to do is start to put a little bit extra in the movement of the pelvis. So you can see I'm clearly sitting in this back hip and then back in this one. What I can do is when I put the foot out, I can move my pelvis forward, rock it, and then right back. And then as I switch, I sit into this hip. So it gives us this really nice rocking motion in the pelvis that helps reflect the music. So I'm going 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 2 and 3, 4. Ba, ba, ba. Now it's not me just pushing, right? All I'm doing is going from here, sitting into this pelvis, this side of the pelvis for a second, and then just rocking right back, right? So it's just this and that. It's a natural rock of the pelvis. It's not something you should be pushing necessarily. You can help accentuate it later on with a little bit of extra movement, but right now it's just basically what your pelvis would do naturally if you were just walking and you were relaxed. So I'm going here and back, here and back. Keep the weight on the insides of the feet and it'll help you kind of control the pelvic movements. From there I can do what I was doing in some of the other steps. I can go same side, so if my right foot comes out then my right arm comes out, same on the left. Or I can do opposition, which would be this, right leg, left arm, like so. Now it's important to use your hand in a way that makes sense with what your body's doing. So if I'm here and I'm going to rock my pelvis, it's a good time to use my hand because they do the same thing together. So I'm going 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Same if I were here. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do go up here and then go up on my toes or my plantas. So that would sound like 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay? Then I'm going to do the left side. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Now, face forward, you can see it's here. Pa, pa. Pa, pa. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Now, how much you want to actually make sound with your feet is up to you. If you're just being real subtle, then you don't have to sound it very much. If you want it to be a big rhythmic point in your dance, then sure, go ahead and hit it. Okay? Now, practice that step, get good at it, where you can use your body, upper body, to match what you're doing here. As you just saw me doing, I can do same side, so whatever side I put the golpe down, that's the arm that comes up. Now notice what I'm doing with my hands and my arms matches the sound that I'm making with my feet. Because I'm coming here and have this little high point here for a second. Da, da. So it makes sense to bring the arm up and grab at that high point so that everything's matching. I'm not confusing with what I'm saying with my body and my feet. They're matching. So right now I'm opening side to side here. I could also actually move the body back and bring the arm across if I wanted to. Pa, pa. Okay, there's a lot of different ways to do that step. Those are two very common ones I just did there. Now for women, you definitely want to incorporate use of the skirt, especially when you're doing tangos. So, for example, if I'm doing this here, a lot of times they'll grab their base arm, grab the skirt, and just hike it for a second. So you'll be here and there, and hike. And the hike happens as you go up. So everything's in unison.